Hello, Lisa Broyles here with Way to Health MD. I have just been to a fabulous weekend conference I go to every year called Synergy, put on by the North Carolina Integrative Medical Society. I absolutely love this conference. I learn so much every year and it really helps me to stay on the cutting edge. So there was a few topics that I feel like you have to know that really do revolutionize even how I am practicing and managing my patients. So one of them was the coolest lecture by Dr. Anna Marie Temple. Okay, she is a functional pediatrician, guys, a holistic pediatrician. She practices near Charlotte, North Carolina. She was amazing. She's funny, she's smart. She's got to be a great doctor for her patients. You would absolutely love her. So she wrote a book called Ending the Eczema Epidemic. I got it signed, yay! But I have to just tell you a few important points. Read her book, go see her, but I have a few tips that I wanted to share with you today. First of all, when we're talking about food affecting eczema, I do think it's important to avoid all processed food. And when it comes to sugar, she kind of blew my mind. So she said, if your child has eczema and is under the age of 2, 0 sugar, 0. She's even talking about honey and syrup, like no sugar for kids with eczema. You also have to look at additives in their food, sulfites, nitrites, dairy and gluten can be a problem. We highly recommend that children ideally don't eat dairy and gluten. Okay, you need to give them as many different kinds of fruits and vegetables as possible. And this is difficult, I know, in picky eaters. So there's something super cool, if nothing else, that I want you to remember from today, and it's called plant bites. So she recommends that your child eat 1 bite of different colored fruits and vegetables, as many bites as possible. And she often does challenges. Maybe you could do a plant bite challenge in your home or with friends of your children, or it's maybe a little sibling rivalry for how many plant bites they're eating each day. She recommends that you eat 32 plant points per week. And a plant point is like 1 strawberry. A whole bowl of strawberries is still 1 plant point, according to Dr. Temple, okay? So a fruit salad is gonna have a bite of banana, a bite of grape, a bite of blueberry, right? You get my point. 1 bite is 1 plant point. You need 32 per week. This increases gut diversity. When you have different flora in your gut that like to eat different things, that helps your body not have eczema. It calms inflammatory cytokines. So the same thing is true for vegetables. 1 bite of spinach or kale, 1 bite of cauliflower, 1 bite of broccoli, those all count as 1 plant bite. So we can do this, guys. Fruits and vegetables, even your picky eaters can start with 1 bite of something. Okay, and as they get used to it, their gut biodiversity helps their brain actually say, hey, I like this food, because bacteria that feed on carbs and sugar, bread and sugar, which is a lot of what kids like to eat, right? Bacteria that feed on that are very inflammatory, make the skin go crazy, make the kid go crazy, okay, with ADHD kind of behavior. And yeast makes those things worse too, okay? And yeast feeds on sugar and bread. So when you cut out the sugar in bread, you kill off the yeast and the inflammatory bacteria that is driving your kid to crave those foods, and their tastes change. Things that used to taste bitter don't anymore. So I promise you, taste buds turn over, the brain gets different signals according to gut microbiome, so a picky eater does not have to stay picky. Okay, so plant diversity is really important. She also talked about 2 micronutrients that are so cheap and so important to decrease IL-6, other basically inflammatory cytokines that affect eczema, and that is vitamin D and zinc. Get your kid on a zinc gummy. The best form is zinc bisglycinate. So zinc bisglycinate gummies, 1 a day for your kids. Get them on vitamin D as a gummy or liquid drops, whatever you need to do. I can't go into this during this video, but I can't overemphasize the importance of stress on kids' eczema. The better their stress levels, the better their skin's gonna be. Okay, so Dr. Anna Marie Temple, get her book, go see her, ask me if you have any other questions. Thank you.